Is your due date 11? What? How many times have you been pregnant?
3.
This is your 3rd pregnancy?
Yes.
You have 2 babies
It's
at
in
home?
my ass.
You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor. Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the black ones?
Beverly, this is the first time patient for you. Alright, last name is Jones. She's G3P2. I'm not sure when her due date is.
Her due date
I
is
just
the
said
10th.
it was the 10th.
I think her due date is the 10th.
She got 3 pregnancies, 2 babies at home. I bet y'all listen next time. When you found out you was delivering at this hospital, your ass should have changed doctors.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey again to y'all another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely great. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers to Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Texas by way of Mesquite. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Texas, everybody outside the great city of Mesquite. And now before I start the story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me the story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now you all, I'm not going to be long today, but I'm going to be very, very strong. Now, I got a question I want to ask you all out there, really pertaining to the women. We talking about biological women, not people who think they're women. And no offense to none of you all, but if you never gave birth, please keep your mouth shut. Now, I got a question I want to ask you all. What is the proper procedure that you must go through when you go to these hospitals when you are in labor? What is the proper procedure of the hospital? Like, do they supposed to leave you sitting in the waiting room, waiting 30 minutes while you're in labor? As in the case of this story right here, where we have a young mom who go by the name of Carrie Jones, who was recently at the Dallas Regional Medical Center inside the great city of Mesquite, Texas, where we have on video, it shows her screaming out in pain after waiting inside the waiting area for 30 minutes. And now you would think on one hand about the lady being in pain and being also in labor that the nurse, the RN that is, would show more urgency. And as you all can tell by the video, she does not show any signs of urgency. So is that the proper thing for nurses to do? Because how can you sit up there and look at this woman in pain and keep asking her questions when, from what I heard and from what I've seen also, that is not the proper way of going by dealing with somebody that's in labor. So let me ask you all this question real quick before we dive deep into the story. Why would this nurse make this lady that's in labor about to give birth, why would she make this woman sit inside this waiting area with no pain meds, with no epidural, and not only that, but also taking her time asking this lady questions? Now, it's a great thing that Carrie Jones, the woman that's in labor, it's a great thing that she had her mom there with her, and also the mom was recording the video. So, ma'am, thank you for keeping your antennas up, and also thank you for the video. And now, what makes this story even more sad, family, is the fact this is not the first time that this has happened at Dallas Regional Medical Center. Because just recently, as 3 weeks ago, we had a similar situation. Check this out.
Hey, bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
And now, as you all seen the video, we have a woman that's in labor, screaming out in pain, and the woman was also screaming out in pain for hours. But the nurse would not give the lady an epidural until she hit 9 centimeters. So let me ask you this question also. Why didn't the nurse or the doctor give the lady that's in labor any kind of pain meds? Please answer that for me. So, the only way you can get an epidural if you dilate to 9 centimeters, because you would think they would have some kind of pain medicine for these women. And to all the women out there, my heart goes out to you all, those who have gave birth to a child, because I know one damn thing. If a man had to give birth, guess what? It wouldn't be no children on this earth. Now, what's so sad about this situation is the fact that this not only took place also in Mesquite, Texas, but also just as recently as Sunday, yes, in Crown Point, Indiana, where we have a couple who went to a hospital, called ahead of time, made arrangements and everything. And then once the couple got to the hospital ready to give birth, no nurse or doctor gave them any pain meds. And to make matters worse, not only did the lady in Crown Point, Indiana suffer with pain for hours, but right before she gave birth, after waiting for hours, they made her and her husband leave the hospital. Check this out.
Okay. You want me to put this out? No.
And now I know some of you all are wondering to yourself, what's the name of this hospital? The name of the hospital go by the name of Franciscan Health Crown Point. And for all my people in the Crown Point, Indiana area, you all know exactly what it said. So let me ask you all this. Why would they make this lady leave the hospital just because they said she wasn't dilated far enough? But then, minutes after she left, she gave birth on side the road within 8 minutes. Similar to the same situation in Dallas, where we have the lady screaming out in pain for roughly 30 minutes without getting any medical help. And she gave birth to her child, yes, 12 minutes after they finally admitted her to a room. So let me ask you all this. If the lady in Crown Point, Indiana was forced to leave the hospital because they said she wasn't dilated far enough, how in the hell was she able to have a baby a few minutes later? Think about that. But also, what's so crazy about this whole story in Dallas is the fact we have people speaking out. And thank you to the brave nurse that works at this hospital that spoke out. Check this out.
It's horrible. It's so hurtful because I love my patients and there are so many of us nurses that are just in shock. We can't believe that this would happen. That night shift on that day with that nurse failed. I'm a day shifter, but I also work triage. Primarily, half my shifts are in triage. She should have never been rejected from the ambulance bay. We take people all the time through the ambulance bay, even though it's for ambulances, but it's an emergency room.
And to the nurse that spoke out that worked at Dallas Regional Medical Center, thank you, ma'am, for speaking out, because that's very bold and brave of you to speak out. And for anyone who's trying to attack this lady, saying that she should have been spoke out, guess what? It's more than her that work at this hospital. But once again, thank you for speaking out and saying what you seen on the video was wrong, because that's a key point that we're going to need throughout this whole situation. Now, what makes the story even more troubling is the fact that a lot of people are saying that this whole situation revolves around, yes, the nurse being racist toward the black pregnant lady. And that's the reason why she went in any kind of urgency to help this lady. Listen to this.
The thing that's going to be really uncomfortable is that that nurse did that on purpose. That nurse was behaving that way to that black woman on purpose. That woman enjoyed the opportunity to display her racism, to display power and control over. That woman, that triage nurse from Dallas Regional Medical Center in the emergency department room, did that to that woman on purpose because she is racist.
And now after hearing what the lady had to say, do you think the RN LaCrystal Vaughn was being racist toward Carrie Jones? And that's the reason why she wasn't in any kind of rush to give this woman any kind of pain meds or admit her to the room. Because on one hand, you got to think about this also. This is not a black woman calling this woman racist. No, this is another white woman calling her racist. So clearly, something is way off with this whole situation. But as you all are going to see, the state representative, along with the Dallas Regional Medical Center, had to do something because the video went viral and it called a lot of people attention. So once again, thank you to Carrie Jones' mom for videotaping this whole ordeal. And the reason why I say that is because think about this also. Who would have actually believed this took place if it wasn't on video? And let's begin.
We've learned state lawmakers met with a local hospital after video of a woman from North Texas in labor went viral. This video has millions of views on social media. It shows the woman in a wheelchair shouting in pain as a nurse asks her admissions questions.
And now, family, this incident had taken place just a few days ago inside the great city of Mesquite, Texas, at Dallas Regional Medical Center, where we have a nurse who goes by the name of LaCrystal Vaughn, along with the woman who's in labor who goes by the name of Carrie Jones, was seen on video at a hospital screaming for roughly 35 minutes before she was even admitted to the room. And like I asked you all earlier in the video, is this the proper way of going by admitting a person who is pregnant? Because you would think on one hand that if a lady is pregnant and she's about to give birth, why isn't that lady inside of a delivery room? And also, why hasn't that lady received any medical attention? Think about that, family. And as you all can tell from this video, the only thing the nurse did for Carrie Jones was hook her up to a heart monitor. Think about that. So, on one hand, we have a nurse who's taking her time, taking all day to ask these questions. And that's the reason why Carrie Jones' mom stated to the RN nurse, LaCrystal Vaughn, is this the way that you all treat all black people who come to this hospital? And as you all seen the video from 3 weeks earlier, it does seem like this is a pattern of behavior at this hospital. So let me ask you all this. Do you think it's an ongoing situation at this hospital? And also, how long has it been going on? But what makes the story so troubling is the fact that nobody did a damn thing until the story went viral. So on one hand, you have to ask yourself, why does it take a video to go viral and for public outcry before it catch the attention of the hospital and also the state representative? Let's continue.
Today's State Representative Retta Bowers says her office has been working to address this video, and she met with fellow House lawmakers, the CEO of Dallas Regional Medical Center in Mesquite, and the city's mayor and staff. Bowers says the hospital has confirmed an investigation is underway.
And now, family, what makes this story even more crazier is the fact that when Carrie Jones, along with her mom, first went to Dallas Regional Medical Center inside of Mesquite, Texas, they went through the ambulance bay entrance area, but they was turned away. Now, you got to ask yourself this right here. Why would you turn them away when patients who have an emergency can come through the ambulance entrance area? But as you all heard earlier in the video, the nurse who works at this same hospital said that's not the proper way to do things. Listen to this once again.
We take people all the time through the ambulance bay, even though it's for ambulances, but it's an emergency room.
So now you got to ask yourself this question right here. Why would you all turn them away when it's not the proper way of doing things? So it does seem like it's some racism going on. Because we have a nurse who works at the same hospital on a day shift, she stated, as you all heard on video, that that's not the proper way of doing things. So why would they turn this woman and her daughter around if it was some kind of racism going on? Think about that. And also, would they have turned them away? And I'm not trying to be racist by a long shot, but would they have turned them away if they was white? Think about that. Let's close up.
Now, Dallas Regional Medical Center also issued this statement saying, quote, the safety, dignity, and well-being of our patients are always our highest priorities. We are committed to providing compassionate, high-quality care to every person who comes through our doors, and we are reviewing this situation to understand what occurred.
And now in closing, as you all heard that sorry-ass excuse from Dallas Regional Medical Center, they stated that they are committed to excellence and they are committed to making sure that their patients are well taken care of. But Dallas Regional Medical Center, we haven't been seeing that. Because before this situation had even taken place, the same thing happened just 3 weeks earlier. And also, the people in the Dallas area says that Dallas Regional Medical Center is notorious for neglecting black patients. So evidently, you all are not that committed. But hopefully, you all will have to change now because the spotlight is on you all and hopefully the state representative can get you all right. But why does it take all that for you all to do your damn job? That's all. It's like people who go to work and don't want to work. What the hell are you there for? And also, to the nurse, LaCrystal Vaughn, even though she was fired, it's a good thing she was fired. Because, man, really, you all are playing with these women's lives and also their children's lives. But as you all may know, it's a lot of money in organ trafficking. Think about that. Let's just tell the whole damn truth. Because why would you all sit up there and neglect these women? And like I showed you all and told you all in this video, this not only happening in Texas, but also in Indiana, as you all seen. So you women out there, be very careful and make sure you never go to these hospitals by yourself. Always take somebody with you and make sure that your phone is charged up and also make sure you got that video camera rolling. Because like I told you all in the beginning of the video, who would have believed this if it wasn't captured on camera? Think about that. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. There's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent. Please let me know in the comment section or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. and I'm out.